Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of Divinity Original Sin with yours truly, Inzainia. And we are going to continue on. Old boy went down this way. We were supposed to follow him in the last episode, but we stopped because we ran out of time. Or was going to run out of time, so... Now where he went down here, I'm not sure. There's a lot of portals, a lot of inactive portals, and all that other good stuff. I'm thinking this is going to be like your hub. There he is. I've tried every imaginable tongue from Dwarf-Wegian to Lizardese, but this woman simply won't budge. Maybe she just doesn't like the look of a refined, impish face like mine. Perhaps you'll have better luck. But do please report back what you find, Source Hunter. So long. Last chest. Alright, let's talk to her. A young woman is ceaselessly weaving a seemingly boundless tapestry with the delicate grace of a harpist plucking at her instrument's strings. She takes no notice of anything but her endless occupation. Oh, I see it right there. Who are you, madame? At first it seems this Tactarian woman will continue to ignore your presence, but then she suddenly glances at you and her eyes go wide with surprise and wonder. Her lips move ever so slightly, and when she speaks, her voice appears to reach you from an untold distance. Whispers wrestled from oblivion. I am time, the weaver of time. In the ethereal threads of eternity do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions. The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands, this and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Do you mean to tell me that I am not at all featured on the canvas of time? I do not mean to, but it is only thing I can do. Your absence. It should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone and time can be redeemed. How can I redeem time if, as you say, I am not even a part of it? I think that perhaps you can redeem time because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I am no longer held possible. Know then that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the precipice of ages and watched on as the void phrased the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own children, or own creations. But suddenly there was you who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars, they placed new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, you are creating time. These Starstones, please seek them so that time may be yet mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives, and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone. There are many questions I have for you. Ask and I shall answer if I can. Who are you really? I am the weaver of time, as I have told you, though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian, chroniclers, both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same, task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning, and am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Why is Starstone so important, and why does it react to me and my colleagues alone? Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry as yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though, for the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No, they will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. You called this place the Precipice of Ages. Is that what it is? No more, no less? That in itself is a lot. Aye, more than most realms can claim. But no, the Precipice of Ages is not the be-all and end-all of this curious plane. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the Starstones will tell. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I resided in another realm altogether, but ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable, a thankless task that you may yet free me from forever. Why do you talk to me, but not the imp historian? I do not usually talk. Come to think of it, when I addressed you, it was the first time my voice was ever invoked. I have no need of conversation, like I have no need of air or appetite or affection. All I need and all I am is time, and time is running out unless you remedy its declivity. You I talk to, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. All right, I'll take my leave.
The plot thickens. We should tell the Imp the Weaver's tale.
We should tell the Imp the Weaver's tale because she won't talk to him. All right, Imp. So much to see, so much to discover, and so little time to do it in. I met with the Weaver of Time. She talked to me. Wondrous, oh, wondrous indeed. At least she's willing to speak to someone around here, so what did she say? That I should look for starstones, for they renew and revitalize time. I knew it. As surely as Zix comes before Zax, I knew it. Then that should your mission be, my friend. Oh, I beseech you, let that be your mission. To trace starstones, wherever it may lead you. Together we try to unfold the depths of the dimensions and thereby try to save all and everything from annihilation. Here, take this rune stone and this precious little pyramid. Gifts are they from me to you. The rune will bring you back and forth from Rebellion whenever you decide the moment is opportune. And the pyramid, it has a twin. Find it and you'll see just how handy these twins can be. I think it is time you tell me who you are, Sir Imp. Oh, he already did that. Starstones, the end of time, Starstones, how about you connect the dots from you did that? How do you get here? Or how did you get here and what is here? Oh, well, you see, oh, I know we did that too. You've received a rune stone that allows you to quick travel. Use the Homestead travel button on the right side of the screen under the minimap. Okay, I see it there. I still want to look around though. Some more chests or little thingies. They're probably all empty, but alright, that's just another teleporter. That's kind of cool. So old dude got 3 arms? 4 arms. Okay. I wonder. Gotta see. Okay, it didn't do nothing. But you never know, it could have. I want to get through all this conversation and stuff and get to the killing. What the heck is that? Party animal. And I can't talk to it. Why? I want to talk to the party animal. Because it's a party animal. Party all the time. Hoo hoo. He likes to party all the time. Alright, let's hit this button and see what it does. Rift travel. Cryseal speech. Oh, this is nice that we can now go to these anytime we want. Awesome. Let's go to Cryseal Northgate. That should put us close to where we was, if I remember right. We'll see though. During this extremely long loading screen. Oh yeah, it actually did. Ha ha ha.
Now where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
All right, let's continue on. We got more missions. Let's check out the map. All right, this is the way we needed to go anyway. I don't want to continue up this way anymore. I want to start working this way so that we can get over here to these guys. So let's do that. Let's go down here. Wait, what are those? There's 3 people. Are they all just Legionnaires? Yeah, never mind. They're just Legionnaires. Who is this? Another Legionnaire. Let's come on down. Ooh. So there's some stuff around here. Let's go invisible. Ah, it's locked. Freaking crazy. Alright, let's look through these barrels. We'll take that. Is there anything in these barrels? Can we get to them? No. But let's hold all... Oh, there's the key. I ain't got much time left, so I gotta hurry. Didn't I get the key? Oh, I disabled that whole mouse move the screen thing. I now have to use WASD. Let's see. He's got a key somewhere. I don't know where keys go, though. Miscellaneous, maybe? No, right there. Keys. What was that key? It was just a key.
Now where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
There it is.
Alright, so the key didn't work for that lock. It makes no sense. Ooh, a mobile kitchen. Maybe it'll work for this chest. Nope. Alright, let's just carry on. Another key. Another key. I don't know what these keys do though. Maybe you have to use them. Or warm. I guess from being close to this fire. Is it giving us a buff? Oh, character is warm. Fire resistance -10%. Water resistance +10%. Okay. I'm just waiting for this because then I'm actually try and use the key. We'll pull one of them down here. Maybe we can unlock these chests with these keys. Alright, let's go invisible. Let's take that key. And then let's try using the key on that chest. Oh, okay. So you do have to use the actual key, and I want to check that one. Come on, come on. Get away from the chest, you old fool.
Farewell.
Oh, sure. I appeared just as in time for the Legionnaire to catch me. Come on. Now we gotta wait again. Dadgummit. Sneaking failed.
Now where is my
I mean, I got 1,
Did it
2,
sprout
3,
legs and run away?
3 of them.
There it is.
Alright, as soon as she gets good enough away. Alright. I don't know. Maybe you can just either use them or you can't. I wonder if I get invisible if I can pickpocket her. Maybe she's got the key on her. We'll find out. I ain't got no pickpocketing skill, but we'll see.
Now where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? There it is.
Huh. Alright, well, we're going to carry on. Because I ain't figured out how to use keys. But we will, and we'll come back and we'll ravage this place. Bread, empty bottles. Let's look at the map. The old mappy map. We're getting close. Alright, we'll come this way and we'll circle around and get the rest of that other opened up. Alright, that was that. Yeah. We didn't really search this place out too well. Huh? Oh, Esmeralda. That's that chick's wife, or that dude's wife that died. Alright, so let's look at the map. That's in here. That's Esmeralda's. Alright, let's go talk to the dudes.
Another peaceful day, sir.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Alright, up here somewheres. Legion headquarters. Probably through that door right there. Yeah, there we go, Arius. Hello, Arius.
Greetings.
What have we here then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Ha! Look, do what you must in Cyseal, but don't make waves, and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? I've enough on my mind running expeditions into hostile territory. Tell me about yourself. I'm Captain Arius, as you must know, leader of the Legion in Cyseal, by which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead, for I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own, mishap in number. Let's discuss Jake's murder. Gods above, some politician snuffs it, and everyone is in an uproar. Ridiculous. I told you the wizard Brad of Anaru not to bother, but he just had us to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand, I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cyseal, not Aru, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover anything out of the ordinary, or something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King's Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you. In regard to Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. I'll get it out eventually. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see, not idle superstition. Let's discuss the undead. Listen, you may be here for other matters entirely, but if there is one useful thing you can actually do around here, it's to stick your nose into the affairs of the undead. The stench will likely make you gasp for air, but between you and me, and those 7 worthless gods up there, it's about time someone other than the Legion gave this charade a shot. I can only hope some fresh ideas are coursing through that source-obsessed brain of yours, and that they will take root before the undead scoop those same brains out of your shattered skulls. They seem to be a bit weaker in the West. As good a place as any to start if you want to flex your muscles. There's someone the Legion should arrest. Huh? Who would you have the Legion arrest? Who's Eglandir? Oh yeah, Eglandir. The elf, what in the name of Aru's arse should I arrest him for? He wants us to kill Victoria. He wants us to kill Vic. It's true, he is a dangerous lunatic and needs to be incarcerated. It's true. So he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so, but I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him unless I have some actual evidence, though. Or did you think I'd simply take your word for fact? Ha! We haven't any proof yet. So we got to get some proof. I'd like to talk about some matters concerning the Legion. There are some sailors looking for works. Perhaps there's a place for them in the Legion? Are you daft? I need soldiers, not sailors. Who cares if they can tie a knot and blow a goddamn, GD whistle? Or do you simply want the undead to get free food, huh? Is that it? Let's discuss the expeditions into hostile territory you mentioned. The bravest of the brave went out looking for the source of the undead. Volunteers all, those men, for that is the pact we made. The walking dead spawn in endless number, but someone or something must be responsible for each and every one of the miserable buggers. And that is why the Legion is making renewed efforts to locate this accursed fountainhead of death. Too long have we been on the defensive. It is time for action. Even if it claims more lives, more Legion lives, souls of steel to a man. My soldiers. They fight by the lighthouse, they fight by the burial mounds, and they fight by the old church. God's grant that they may find the rotten food from which those scuffling monsters spring, and that they will fulfill their mission. So in regards to the lighthouse, there's a lighthouse to the west up on the bluffs overlooking the sea. No man has ever gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines forth from its pinnacle every night. The locals say it's haunted, and if there's ghosts involved, maybe necromantic magic is in play as well. Half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out. So far, I hope they are safe. So about the burial mounds. There are ancient funeral grounds all over the place north of the city. Good as a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? Doesn't exactly take a genius to figure this one out. Some local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. He's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be a boon. All right, the old church. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Cysealians raised it and built a church for the seven, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil, sorcery, or some such superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Anyways, when the dead rose, that is where they first were spotted, which makes it a likely candidate to house the origin of the outbreak. May my soldiers make it there and back again unscathed. I'd like to ask some additional questions, if you must. So your main problem is the undead. Bravo, figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens. You know, those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming, and it takes all the sword arms and all of the Arthur's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could breach their backs once and for all. How are you enjoying Cyseal? How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Cyseal stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Cyseal. Oh, and I've already done that. What is your opinion on the orcs? What in your opinion are the orcs doing on the beach? Man, I'm just not reading right. I'd say they are looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Arul's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though, not against the Legion. You mentioned a pact you made with your legionnaires. So I did, the pact of volunteers. Not a single of my men and women wants to remain in Cyseal, and frankly, I can't blame them, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of surviving during these sorties are about 1 in 10, you see, and that is the reason I don't simply order my legionnaires to go on expeditions any longer. Every soldier can volunteer, and if they are successful, they've bought themselves a boat ride home. It's actually a pretty good deal. 1 in 10 ain't too great, but you know, it's an option. Aru tells me he suspects a sect might be at work around Cyseal. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat licking God's knows what body parts. Oh, to be that lucky. Sex, sorcerers, he'll be seeing flying carpets next. Let's change the subject. I'll take my leave. Ain't nothing for me to steal here, is there? Ooh, look at all this shit. You know I got to have it all. 1 gold, Aureus' diary, the string enthusiast, an empty cup, a light gold cup. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, I'm stealing all your shit. I'm even gonna steal your journal. Let's go check that pile. Nothing. Steal your pillow. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to get caught stealing anything. What is that? I don't know. Down into the Legion basement? I don't think there's anybody around here to see me do this, so let's check. Alright, let's go down there and look. There might be something cool down there. Oh, it's the prison. It's a Legionnaire. There's a few books down here to read. I don't know how to open the gates.
Farewell.
Farewell. How to use the dadgum jail key. Like that. I don't think that one's locked though. Some bread. I got to figure out how to use these keys. Everything else is always just opened.
Farewell.
Well, we got a jail key. It ain't done much of anything, but we got one. Alright. What we got here? Legion Headquarters. Legion Headquarters. Aru's study. Or Arius's office. Legion Headquarters prison. Okay, that goes to his study. Let's go talk to him again. In his study and see what he has to say. He who smells it. We got that book already. Ooh, painting of a pig. Is he up here? We'll take it. Oh shit, he was right there. So now that the cat is out of the bag, what can I do for you? How about you tell me a bit more about yourself? Let's talk about Source Hunter business. By all means, let's discuss Jake's murder. Of course, I hope your investigating fares well. So, what happened the night of the match? I can't but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to her room on the ground floor, where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room soon after. A terrible commotion erupted, and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by a few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows, but I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile, Source, no doubt. Who, in your opinion, are the suspects? I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent. But let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. Is there more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orcs? I can't say much more, but that they're madmen, all the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with the Terror in a hurry. How about you tell me a bit more about it? I'd like some further questions. I'll take my leave. Okay, what else we got in here we could steal? Empty potion, secrets and scrolls, parchments, a magical unlock spell. Bunch of junk. Alright, I think that's it. Ooh, trap disarm toolkit. No! Oops. Alright, we're dead. We're dead. We screwed up. This guy's gotten like 13 friggin' attacks before I've gotten one. What level is he? Oh, question mark. Let's see. Hopefully it'll start us right there in that room. Because nothing that we learned from the discussion needs to be repeated. Oh, good Lord. Let's see. Charmed, I'm sure. Shipless sailors. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Alright, I will recover off camera since we're out into time this episode. And I will see you all back in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.